I'm Dante Greer. I'm a 6'6", 210-pound, 10-star recruit out of Monteverde Academy, and I'm about to make my college decision. Yes, I said 10 stars, and no, I'm not tripping. Here, let me explain. So believe it or not, this is my high school's first year having a football team since 2015. Usually, that would mean we're expecting a down year, but going to an academy school known for sports meant our team would be the center of national attention off rip. That alone brought some dogs out here, and along with the recruiting the staff did, we had a powerhouse team in the division off the bat. But on top of that, this was the starting quarterback's first year playing football in pads. Yeah, it's my first year in pads, but let me explain. See, I actually started playing football in the 8th grade through summer 7-on-7s. What started as me stepping out of my comfort zone for fun turned into an amazing use of my time, as by the time I hit the 12th grade, I was a 3-star QB based off of just my 7-on-7 and camp tape. I had made noise at every major tournament, as well as putting my throws on prime display at every rivals camp. See, I didn't pay it much mind though, as football was never my priority or goal, to be honest. I just used it to get away and have fun with my friends who did play, and me being able to throw and being tall fit right in with that. Then came our senior year of high school, and the school says we're finally getting our football team back. I was hyped along with some of my other friends, and I was a heavy recruiter myself, hitting up everyone I knew through my years of 7-on-7 and camps, and before you knew it, like I said at the beginning, a powerhouse with the state championship year 1. We blew through any and every challenge placed in front of us this season. With our school already getting hella shine from hoop, football just amplified the juice of being a Monteverde student athlete 100 times more. Especially for myself, the 6'6" star QB who led a team to a state title on top of what he's been doing for the school for years. Now you know my football story, let's get into what I do when I'm not on the field. You know how I said after what I've been doing for the school already? Well, basically, we've been one of the best basketball teams in the nation since I've been going here. And they were tough before me too. But yeah, how I said football wasn't really my priority, I've been hooping literally since 4 years old. Why do you think I went to Monteverde even though they didn't have a football team at first? That's because me and Cooper Flagg have been running the nation for the past 2 years. Remember when I said 10-star recruit earlier? Well, here's the other 5. Unlike football, I've been a 5-star recruit in hoops since the middle of my junior year. Now on the court, I'm a 6'6" 2 guard who can score from all 3 levels and play make. The reason it's so hard to stop us is because I came up modeling my game as an ISO player. I figured if I can get by anyone by myself, then what could someone do on a court of 5? And when you have Cooper Flagg on the wing, that couldn't be more true. When me and him get in the pick and roll, it's nasty. I can pull up off the dribble, I can take it to the cup with a lay or a dunk, and with Cooper on the roll, watch your head, bro. But now you see why I came here and why my parents limited me to 7-on-7 and no contact so I wouldn't hurt myself before basketball started up. But with all that being said, now let's get down to this decision. It's that time and I'm literally getting spammed on social media with me photoshopped in different college jerseys and photos from my past visits, fans, and even some players begging me to go to their school. The things I have to think about, my inner circle wants me to go to Duke and just continue to hoop with Cooper, which I'm not gonna lie is a very high possibility. Injury chances in basketball are lower and me and Cooper can continue to run the nation. Or, now that I'm a 5-star in football, I can literally go anywhere I want. I'm really considering doing what I did just last year and find a place where I can play both and just show the world that I'm him for real. If I did that, I could go to a school with good programs on both sides like Bama or UNC. But that's all I got, man. It's time to finally make my decision, but before I do, let's weigh out my options. Option 1, I could go to Duke with Cooper and continue to go crazy. We'd be favorites to win it all, as me and Cooper would be teaming up with Jared McCain, Tyrese Proctor, and the rest of that stacked squad. The highlights would be endless, and that lineup can get a bucket positions 1 through 5. Next option is I continue to hoop, but I go my own way. Go to UConn. Coming off a natty win with some of the best players and coaches in the nation, I can continue to hone my craft, and going there would put me on the right track to the NBA draft for sure. Option 3, I continue to play football as well, which changes my options a little. Obviously, Duke or UConn wouldn't be a good selection for football if I want to compete and hopefully one day play in the NFL. Some teams that I thought of so far that would be a good landing spot for this option are, like I said earlier, a school like Bama or UNC, Oregon, Clemson. These schools not only have high football prestige, but also made a run in the tournament last March, giving me ideal situations in both sports. Obviously, there are some other options, which is why before I make my decision, I'm asking y'all what you think I should do. As you see, the nation's on the edge of its seat waiting to see what I do next, as I have the potential to go to any university and take over any sport, and possibly both. I'm one of the best quarterbacks and shooting guards in the nation, and not many, if any, people have ever been able to say that sentence. I'm an elite company, and I have all of America at my fingertips. Should I just stick to hoop, take over NCAA basketball and eventually the NBA, start a journey to become one of the best 2 guards of all time in the company of Kobe and Jordan? Do I only play football, lock in on my craft, and try to join the likes of Brady and Montana as one of the best throwers of the football? Or do I shock the world, continue to play both, and start a club of my own, one of the greatest quarterbacks and shooting guards of all time, and make my mark on sports forever? It's a big decision, and that's why I got y'all here with me. My one choice can potentially change the history of sports forever. I'm gonna talk to some of my closest friends and family before I make it official, but let me ask y'all one more time. Where do you think I should commit?